Hi, you're welcome to today's episode. And today I'm answering a question that is really awesome and sensitive, and right, I don't know what to call it, but then it's about sex. Yeah, sex. Yeah, and the question is my partner and I is a premarital relationship. My partner and I are having sex and we want to stop having sex. How do we go about it, or what do we do so that we can stop having sex, as we want to stay celibate till the marriage environment? Okay, so if you're in this category, if you know somebody who is, then this video is going to be very useful for you and for them. Okay, so the first thing to note is that it might not be easy to achieve this feat, but it's not impossible. Nothing worthwhile is really easy, is it? Nothing really. Everything worthwhile in life requires some level of work, right? Nothing is easy, but if it's possible, that's what we want to go for, as long as it's possible. So it's important to lay that foundation, to know that nothing is easy. It's not going to be easy, especially because you've been engaged with in sex with your partner, and there's been some level of physical bond that has been shared. So it might be easier for people who have not had sex at all to be celibate and stay pure to marriage than it would be for people who have actually tasted it together to stay celibate. But like I said, it's not impossible, and if it's possible, then we want to explore that option, yeah, and know or get to know the things that are needed to do in order to stop that process and re-engineer your relationship values. Okay, having said that, the next thing I would like to say is boundaries. Boundaries are very, very important because sex does not happen in public. Even people who are mentally ill, outrightly mentally ill, don't have sex in public. They have one way or the other finds a way to hide to do it. So if there means that if there are boundaries, a lot can be avoided. Yeah, you want to set boundaries as to being together. It is very important, right? Sex happens behind closed doors. So if you and your partner want to stop having sex, then you want to limit how much of time you spend behind closed doors. Because if you spend a lot of time behind closed doors, then man, it's going to be really difficult to not do what you have been doing before. So it's important that you set boundaries. Then another side to boundaries is also how far is too far, right? Because a lot of times people say that, okay, we can kiss, we can smooch, but we are not going to penetrate, we're not going to have sex, right? How far is too far? So you want to ask yourself that question, really, especially for people who have been involved in sex and who want to now be celibate. It is important that you're brutally honest with yourself, really, because you want to ask yourself, if we kiss, aren't we going to get down there? If we smooch, aren't we going to get down there? Those are questions you need to answer. And really, if you are committed to your goal, then you need to do whatever you need to do to achieve that goal. So if your goal is not to have sex anymore with your partner, right, because you have a new set of values that you want to uphold, then you want to be honest with yourself if kissing will lead you there, or if smooching will lead you there. And if they will, then you might need to give them up, really. Right, you might need to give them up, right? If you want to achieve that goal. If you don't want to achieve that goal, it's a separate thing, because my mentor will really say that there are two kinds of people in relation to achieving their goals. There are people who are interested, and there are people who are committed, right? There are people who are interested in achieving their goals. They're just interested in it. They would like to live this type of life. They would like to do this type of thing, right? They are just interested. Interest is the lowest and the basest of things that you can do in the pursuit of your goals. But then there are people who are committed to their goals. Are you interested, or you are committed? People who are interested are not just people who are committed, rather, are not just interested. There are people who are willing to give whatever it takes to get their goals met, right? And if you're committed to doing this and pursuing this new set of values that you want to uphold, then you need to do whatever it takes to get there. I hope this has been helpful. I will, conclude this. I would do a concluding part of this video next week in the next episode. I believe this has been useful. If it has, you know what to do, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. We'll have a wonderful time. God bless you.